Well, good morning. Just getting to the field down here to Berkey. Getting everything started up. We're gonna go shell corn. Today's gonna be the last day, which I'm excited about, if you can't tell. Dad, maybe you can see, is way over there and across the road chiseling. So we're getting that done. We got corn over there to do. There's not that much of it and they're short rows, so I'm just gonna run the combine. We're gonna park the cart at the end and I'll just dump into it, and then we'll bring it over to the trucks here, and we'll peck away at this and let the dryers keep going, and hopefully by the middle of the afternoon we'll be done shelling corn. So I gotta get the tarps rolled open, get the combine started up, let everything warm up, and then we'll go. As you can see, the ground is a little white this morning. We had pretty good frost last night, so that's all right. Makes everything a little less muddy. So I am just finishing up the first round here. That frost is rather heavy on these corn stalks, and now I'm a little concerned about plugging up the sieves and stuff like I was after the snow. It's thick. There's a lot of frost and ice on the corn head here, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that and check it every couple rounds just to make sure we're not throwing stuff through the combine. So if the sun would come out, this will melt off pretty quick. We won't have this problem anymore or have to worry about it, but right now I'm a little concerned. So that's a lot of frost accumulating on the head there. I want to check the combine. I've only made 2 rounds. I haven't done very much. Still looks like there's a fair amount in there, especially up front. That isn't going to work. We're going to have to quit. Wait for things to melt off. That is no good. Well, that's kind of a bummer. We should still get done today. It's just going to drag it out a little bit longer. The sun's sort of trying to peek out, just not made it yet. So let's see, 28 acres. We're down to 28, probably 27. So, all right, well, I'm gonna go unload this grain cart, and then we'll shut the combine down. I'm wondering about if I should take it back to the barn and try and put a heat in it again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna run the combine over to the farm, put it in with that heater like we did the other day. We'll get that stuff melted out and dried up, and then we'll come back in a couple hours probably and try it again. I did like 2 acres, guys. Literally 2 rounds. Look how much that's built up. That's crazy. It's way worse than it was when it was snow the other day. Sensors are all covered up. Yep, that isn't gonna work. So we'll get some heat in here. It'll melt out. It's already pretty sticky, wet stuff, so it won't take too long, I don't think. Okay, there was a big puddle under the combine. I looked in, and the snow is pretty well, or frost, whatever you want to call it, has pretty well melted off the sieves. It has not yet all melted off the corn head, but there's a lot there. It's not going to melt off, so it has, stuff is warmed up enough that it's thawed out the corn stalks. There's no frost left on them, so we're going to head back over to the field and keep combine in here. Well, the frost is off the plants. The corn head is, the snouts are kind of wet. We still got some frost from earlier today, but it's not building up. The thing looks good. Countdown continues. We're getting closer. We'll call it 25 acres to go. Dad's trying real hard over there to go slow on the road and not mud it all up. Hard to do when there's mud all over the tires and everything, but I think he did a pretty good job. He's just going to that field right there on the corner. It's only a quarter of a mile down the road, so things we deal with, I guess. Things are going well here today. We're under 10 acres left. Ooh, that window's really dirty. I'm not stopping to clean it, so I think we've got plenty of room with the grain bins. We've got maybe 2 truckloads to get out of here yet. I don't think it'll be any more than that. But yeah, we're close. closer. Cart's full, gotta go unload it. Loading trucks. Closer. There's 2 acres left. It's really 2 rounds here, so also the good news is this corn has gotten much better here. I'll show you the yield map. We started on this side of the field and it wasn't bad there, but the ends were sort of bad, and then it's turned almost solid green on this half, which is good. We're averaging over 190. Some of the best corn we've had, certainly the best we've had down here to Berkey, so we'll take that for, again, June planted corn. 25% moisture, but it's really good. We'll take it. And it's standing. That's the other really nice thing. Usually by the time you get towards the end of harvest, you better hope you got good corn varieties out there that are still standing upright, because down corn is no fun. And we haven't had to fight any of that hardly at all this year, which has been really nice. One more round, but the cart's full. Combine's almost full. We do have an empty truck though. So we're gonna go unload this cart. Come fill it up one more time. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. We've been working to this for a long time. It's not been an easy fall. We've had our share of challenges, you know, just this week included with that unloading auger stuff. So it's good to finally be to the end here. Here we go. Well, guys, I found them. I've been chasing these rows for a long time here. The rows we've been looking for, the last, I guess, 7, since I'm missing one there. 7 rows of 2019 harvest. Wrapping it up, and this is going to be the end of it. So, finally. And there we go. Harvest 2019 is done. Okay, so the plan now, I guess, for the rest of today, I'm going to unload this and we'll take the cart and the combine back up towards the building. We'll probably leave them set in the field tonight, just to try and keep some of the mud off the road. If you let them sit overnight, a lot of times the mud falls off when it's frozen or first thing in the morning. So I'll probably leave this stuff here tonight. Tomorrow is a Sunday. I may take the day off since there's nothing pressing, although we are going to have to keep drying this corn. It'll be a day or 2 before we get that done, I suppose. This is not going to be the end of my videos, guys. I know I've been making them throughout harvest here, but I fully intend to keep making stuff. It's going to change a little bit. We're gonna move into a heavy tillage mode here for the next week, 2, whatever it takes to get the tillage done, and then we'll transition into getting equipment cleaned up, winter maintenance programs, that kind of stuff. So what I've got in the videos might change a little bit, but I'm going to keep making them same style. We're not going to change much. First thing I'm going to do though is go find some food. I am starving. It's after 4 o'clock and I have not eaten lunch. Okay, guys, I think this is going to be a wrap on today's video. Phil's still got a bunch of corn, wet corn we got to dry, so we're going to keep working on that here today and tomorrow. Dad's chiseling. He's going to keep that moving. If it doesn't rain tonight, which there is a slight chance, he'll come down in the morning and keep that chisel moving. Then I'll probably come tomorrow afternoon, evening, and run that for a while, because that's the priority now, is getting the chiseling done. Yeah, things are good. Corn's harvested. Finally, we got that job out of the way, so feels good to have that done. You know, really, today's what, November 22nd, I think. We're not that late. Our goal kind of every year is more or less to be done by Thanksgiving, and we made that this year. We didn't start harvest beans until, I don't remember the exact date, but somewhere around the 10th of October. Usually we like to start the last week of October, so it really, harvest was fairly short. It just got skewed later rather than early, because how late everything was planted this spring. So all in all, we have had a decent year. We'll do a kind of a year-end recap here after a few weeks, and I get a better idea where we're sitting with everything, and get the yield maps all put on the computer so we can go through those, analyze stuff, see if there's anything that really jumps out at me, which varieties were the best, and all that kind of stuff. You know, the pressure's off basically at this point. Yeah, the tillage is important. We do have to keep that moving, but I don't have to work the 15, 18-hour days that I have been doing here sometimes. So I get to spend a little bit more time with my family and my kids, and I'm excited about that. And you know, we'll work on stuff as we get to it, and then be ready for spring when that comes around.